Good morning, fathers, and good morning, sisters and brothers. Good morning. Today we are told that the Lord taught with a lot of authority, both at the beginning of the Gospel and towards the end. Two words are used. They were astonished, they were astounded at the Lord's teaching, because He taught them with authority, unlike their scribes. We all are called to imitate Jesus Christ in teaching. Not only the priests when they are preaching, but each of you, sisters, brothers, each one of you is called to teach with authority. So many of the commentaries I went through, what does it mean to teach with authority? And then most of them say the scribes were repeating what other people were saying, but then Jesus spoke on His own. So some of us write this one says this one says this, according to him. When you eliminate all the quotations, hardly 10% or 5% remain in most of the theses. Maybe because we don't know anything new, but then what have you arrived at by the study of what you have done? This is what is often spoken about as authority. Speaking of your own, often we take refuge in saying, people say, others say, fathers say, that one say. Come on, what do you say? People don't have an opinion for themselves. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, what is your conclusion? Very little people are able to say. Lack of authority. We have Xerox copies in abundance, but people have Xeroxed ideas, Xeroxed behavior, aping others blindly. Jesus did not do that. You might have heard so many things. I say this, that is Jesus. So they were astounded, amazed, astonished. Be original. Don't be a Xerox copy of others. Don't have Xerox behavior. And then, more than that, what does it mean? What does it mean to teach with authority? I recall the great Clare of Assisi telling her sisters, sisters, your authority is moral authority. If you are appointed superior, let the sisters follow you because you are of exemplary conduct, not because I have appointed you superiors. People may talk so many things, but what is the most important thing is the moral authority. Do you have the credibility to tell others to pray, to observe the evangelical counsels, to walk in the way of the Lord? It is the moral authority above all, I think, especially in the religious context. And then there is also in that passage, demon proclaiming that Jesus is the Son of God. So many fathers of the church have spoken about this passage, and then they say, why Jesus shouted at the demon, even though the demon proclaimed him as the Son of God? Because the demon proclaimed with the mind, not with the heart. Peter proclaimed with the heart. The Lord said, blessed are you, son of Jonah. The founder of the MSFS, Father Mermier, used to say, the heart of education is the education of the heart. You may learn so many things in this institute of sannyasa. If your heart is not educated, you are no different from the demon. You are no different from the demon. You may have lot of statistics, information filled up in your hard disk of the mind. What happens to your heart? We need to become better persons. What we say is not important. How we say, why we say, from what motive we say, that is going to be important. The heart of education is the education of the heart. You will be silenced by Jesus as he silenced the devils. Oh, I have learned this. Oh, I have learned this. This course I have gone through. This course I have gone through. Finally, heart is not at all touched, not at all formed. May we teach like Jesus with authority. Contribute something on our own. Especially teach with moral authority. May we pay attention whether our heart is also formed according to the heart of Jesus. Above all, finally, what matters is our response to Jesus in humility, in faith, our total surrender to Him by seeing what Jesus does. The Gospel did not tell us what Jesus taught, but it tells us how Jesus taught. The Gospel tells us what was the response of the people: amazement, wonder. Finally, that